This is Countdown Crown, presented by IFCA Underground.
Today we are going to count down the top 10 Xbox 360 games. This list was pretty hard to make because we were not sure whether to include Xbox games with PC ports. In the end, we felt it represented the system better if we used them. Number 10, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. It's been over 10 years since Banjo last appeared, all the way back on the Nintendo 64. Rare brought him back for another adventure on the Xbox this time. Critics complained the game was a little bit too repetitive, but they still were glad to see Banjo back in action. Number 9, Viva Pinata, an Xbox launch title that looked like a stupid little kid game at first. But once you play the game, it's really quite fun. Although the sequel was not so good, the original really caught the interest of gamers. The original gameplay, decent graphics, and hours of fun let this game slide onto the list at number 9. Number 8, Perfect Dark Zero, another Nintendo 64 redemption title. Rareware hyped this game up and said it was going to be the next Halo. It did not turn out that way. Instead, we just recognized it as a good quality game. Number 7, Fable 2, one of the few good RPGs on the Xbox 360. Fable featured a very nice and fresh story and a good online co-op. Although Fable was considered a slight disappointment, overall it is a really exceptional game. Number 6, Halo Wars. Ensemble Studios finally got the RTS on console right, after numerous real-time strategies failed on console. The controls were the best of any console RTS game. Graphics are exceptional and online play is solid. Number 5, Gears of War 2. Although not as good as the first one, Gears of War 2 still makes it onto the list. In this one, the fight against the Locust Horde continues as Marcus battles his way through level after level. Graphics, gameplay, and online are virtually the same as the first one, making it seem more like a very long, downloadable content. Not a new game, but if you do put it that way, it's a heck of a good DLC. Number 4, Left 4 Dead, one of the scariest games of 2008. Left 4 Dead features up to 4-player co-op. The graphics were not so good. It looked like if you really tried, we could support them. But the graphics were by no means crappy and unrealistic. They were just not as detailed as a lot of games we see. But Left 4 Dead is still a really good game. Number 3, Mass Effect. Although there was controversy, it really was not that big of a deal. Many games have such things in them. So Mass Effect still has a cloud over its head. Tons of replay value, good story. This game got all the way to number 3 on our list. It's not that bad, people. Get over it. Number 2, Gears of War, a game that's had several parodies made of it. Although it did not revolutionize the third-person shooter genre in the same way Resident Evil 4 did, Gears is still considered to be in the top 3 third-person shooters of all time. Now the moment you have all been waiting for. Number 1, Halo 3, the final chapter in the Halo trilogy as the fight against the Covenant continues. Graphics were not what they could have been, but extraordinary storyline, good gameplay, and fun online allow Halo 3 to make it up to number 1 on our list. Now we feel it would be unfair if we left it like that, so here are some of the games that almost made the list. Crackdown. Dead or Alive 4. And Blue Dragon. That's it for this Countdown Crown. Thank you for watching. Please check out our site. It's in the description.